let's continue on in chapter 6, buyer beware. And let's understand, listen, not only, here's another thing that makes marketing so effective. There's a lot of good professional salespeople out there, and they can make the whole thing pretty fun. All right. And they enjoy selling. And companies will use every angle to aggressively compete for our money. So they're after your dollars and they're after my dollars. And it's a highly competitive world out there. And so we need to keep that in mind. And companies that are not sophisticated and aggressive, uh, they don't stick around very long. All right. So uh, they need your money to survive. They need my money to survive. So they're after it. They're after it. And there's competition is fierce. And people are good at this. Look, part of it, that's what drives the American economy. All right. All right. And then we've talked a little bit about financing a purchase. And, so I'm not going to get into that again. We don't want to buy things that, 90 days, same as cash and so on. And you can't always get a better deal with cash. If you walk in Walmart, that's not going to do you any good. All right. So you have cash. Anyway. All right. So once again, and I mentioned last time, the phones, you carry it around. I carry my phone and we're bombarded with ads. I can't turn on an app without an ad not being on the app. Now, 4 common marketing tactics. And if you're aware of these, then you're just a little more wise. And one of the techniques is personal selling. I get emails like, "Hi, Mike. They don't know me." I know, but the internet's got all that figured out, so it's real personal. And I already mentioned, you look at shoes, dresses. It's everything you do is being tracked by somebody. Data, information is big business today. So they're after your data, what you're shopping for, what you're looking at, and so on. And they know who's spending the money, and so on. Now, if you'll do all this, it's to serve you, to assist you in your decision to buy their stuff. For instance, okay, so a car salesman, uh, they know that 88%, that's a big number. If they leave the lot, they're not coming back. 88%. So he can't let you leave because he knows you're not coming back. So you're going to keep it going, keep it working, and so on. And a lot of people say, hey, take the car home, drive it overnight, then you got to come back, right? It's just a tool, all right? So let's just be aware of that sort of thing. And of course, there's always the second technique of financing, and they use money. And then someone, here's what we're going to do. I can get you into this car for $215 a month. See, they're already thinking about, listen, that's how the American mind is nowadays. What's my monthly payment? We don't want payments. But he didn't know that, so that's what he's going to come at you for. And if you say, hey, I'm going to pay cash, that'll really throw them for a loop. Probably won't even believe it. But all I'm saying is they use that financing as a technique, because a lot of people say, well, I can afford that monthly payment. And if you get, after a while, you're going to get around, and you know what you're going to hear? You're going to hear people say that. I got this, I'm only paying this much a month. I've had people tell me, it's just a monthly payment. It's still a monthly payment. Anyway, all right. So here's the deal. We don't know the future. And we say, well, can I buy something? Well, got to be able to afford it. And we're going the cash route. All right. I'm not going to tell you to go get a credit card. I'm not going to tell you to finance it unless it's a house. And then I'm going to tell you to get a 15-year loan. All right. So on page 133, 4 common marketing tactics. Repetition. And you know this. I remember M&Ms. Okay, I don't eat M&Ms anymore, but they sure are good. And do you remember that little jingle? It won't melt in your hand. Yeah, they came up with that in 1954. It's still around. Repetition, repetition, repetition. And I imagine you know of some ads that you can think of and see it's just, you know, whether it's Coke. I mean, everybody's got it. Everybody's got an ad. You remember it. And that's how they sell products, repetition. Also, when it comes to marketing, they like to focus on product positioning. Could be in the supermarket, and you're like, wow, that's right there in front of me when I walk in. Yeah, they probably paid extra to get their product right in a prime location in the store. I mean, because they understand. Because here's the deal, a lot of people, if they don't see it, they'll never buy it. They need to see it. People know that. Marketers know that. Now, another thing about product positioning is brand recognition. It's got to have a certain value. All right. So, I mean, everything's got to come with particular value. And, it's amazing. Um, I don't know. I have Apple products. I mean, right now I'm videoing on a Mac Air. I have an iPad. I have an iPhone. No, I didn't do that. Okay, I know it's kind of like the cool product. I mean, look, I know that, but I didn't get it because it was cool. I mean, I had a Microsoft phone back before 2010, and then the iPhone came out with a 3G model in 2008. Well, I just wanted to be able to do some things, so I just got the iPhone. That was the reason I got it. Well, then I got it, and then I realized that Apple products work really well together. So when I needed a new laptop, and I'd had a PC, then I got a Mac, and it worked out pretty well. Well, when the iPad came out, that was kind of a no-brainer. But uh, anyway, I don't like the high price, but I'm stuck now, and I'm not that technically literate, so I'm sticking with Apple. Okay. Uh, anyway, but here's the deal: when it comes to products, color matters when you're doing product positioning, and it has an impact on. When you go into restaurants, those colors are thought out and everything. McDonald's, they got the colors and so on. And do you know, even ugly colors work? I've seen things along like Facebook ads, and they'll run two different ads. They'll do like an ugly green, and it's more effective than a nice color. Well, so that's outside my expertise, but there are people, they're able to, you're like, well, that was an ugly color. Why'd they use that? Because it's effective. All right. All right. But we do know this about products. A product might be cool, but that's not cool. All right. So we're not going there. I mentioned shelf positioning, could be in a food market store, because it influences impulse buying. You see something, you grab it. Oh, yeah, I like to have that. All right. Hey, I was in Walmart today doing some grocery shopping, and I saw some things I'd like to have. Now, fortunately, because I'm staying away from sugar, desserts, that sort of thing, didn't even cross my mind to buy it, but I could see where, oh, I think I'll take that. It was like a cinnamon swirl cake. I love cinnamon, so I'm missing that dessert. Oh, I love cinnamon. If it's got cinnamon, I'm weak. I'm done. All right. Packaging, the design, bottled water. Oh, I had a bottle. I had a thing of bottled water somewhere. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it though. I got it somewhere. I don't know where I was, and that's what they gave it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I still had it, and I could have brought it because they make those things real nice, and if they make it really really nice, it's like you think the water must taste. I don't know, but if it looks fancy, then you tend to buy it. All right. So all right, so that takes care of packaging and the bottled water and all that. Okay, water's water. And I love water right out of my well, and it doesn't cost me anything.